From one Blue Jays way in Toronto, welcome to Rogers Center. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Athletics and the Toronto Blue Jays. John Shabby and Chris Singleton on the call. All right, Singy, let's get right into it. He threw an absolute gem last time out.
Seriously, Boog. I mean, this guy was nearly untouchable. Opposing hitters baffled all day long. Impressive stuff, and we'll see if his teammate can match it today.
First pitch coming your way next. And today on the hill, Kevin Gausman. How about a report on him, Chris?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
Ready to go now? Nick Kurtz digs in now. Top of the zone for a called strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Varsho on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. One down. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Breaking ball in there for a strike. Just missed. Cracks his bat and pops him off. Kirk takes it in for the out. Two down.
Batting third, right fielder, Brent Rooker.
Two down, base is empty. Next up for the A's, Brent Rooker. Rooker matched a homer in his last game. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Set down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. Now the Blue Jays will get their chance. No score. This is Toronto Blue Jays baseball on the Show Canada. Back here at Rogers Center, and on the mound for the A's in this one, Catfish Hunter. Always a treat to watch one of the best starters in the sport singing.
Comes into this start sporting a lifetime ERA just over 3. He's been pretty great for most of his big league career. Can't wait to watch him in this one.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That one finds the zone. 1-2. Stays alive. Behind the kick of the 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Next offering is in the dirt. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 2-2. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Got him swinging for the K. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for him. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, against a talented pitcher, it's crucial to disrupt his rhythm. Use bunts to get him off the mound and moving around out there. If he's in a flow, step out and break his timing. When he throws in the zone, you might only get one pitch, so you don't want to miss it.
Here's a 2-1. Just missed.
That's inside.
And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And you know, if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
One down. And the batter is George Springer. The 1-1. Runner on the goal. Pitch misses. Safe in second, and that was not close.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Man at second. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Way back there. And that is foul. 3-2 now. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Batting fourth, left fielder, Dalton Varsho.
Runner at second, 2 down here in the second game of the series. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3. Nothing doing for Toronto in the first. We'll go to the second from Rogers Center with no score. All set for the start of the inning. And now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers. The 1-1. In the air, left field. And there's one down.
Batting fifth, left fielder, Tyler Soderstrom.
That misses. Ball 2. Gosman, more than 100 career wins on the mound. A former first-round pick back in 2012. 2-1 now. That one ripped, but foul.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Misses inside. Full count now. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Now here is Jacob Wilson. This one in the air, center field. And that's the 3rd out. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now for the Jays, Jose Bautista. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Take your bait. Batting 6th, 3rd baseman, Paul Molitor.
Liner, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Bautista headed for the plate. He'll score. The Blue Jays take the lead.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that fortune out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged over to start the season and get into a slump.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. Man at 2nd. Foul ball there. One on, nobody out, a run in, bottom half of inning number 2. On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul. Ground ball up the middle, over to Giambi. That's one out, the bottom of the 2nd.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
That's a strike. One away with a runner at 3rd. Sets him down on strikes. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Just locked him up right there for the 2nd out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Runner from 3rd comes across, and they lead by 2. Pulls into 2nd. That's an RBI double.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
High fly ball out towards left field. That one back there.
Nope,
and that's a foul ball. And on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Runner steals third, though they get the out on the drop, strike 3. They put 2 on the board with a couple of hits, no errors, and 1 left. We played 2 full. Blue Jays 2 and the A's nothing. Back now in Toronto. Here's the center fielder, Lawrence Butler. Ball to strike.
Oh!
That one catches the corner for a strike. And now it's 3-2. Payoff pitch. Fouled off. And they'll do it again. Three-two. And there's a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Out looking. That K is his 3rd of the game.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Now here is Carlos Cortez on the ground to the left. And there's a hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Next for the A's.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Back to the top of the order now at the plate. Nick Kurtz. Here's a 1-1. And that one ripped to left. Brings it in.
Up next for the A's.
Let's take a look at his pitch usage in this one, Siggy.
Well, he's known for that 4-seamer, Boog, and we've seen plenty of it from him today. You don't throw one pitch this much without having plenty of confidence in it. And right now, he's shutting this lineup out, so we might stick with it.
That one to first. Foul ball. And foul ball. Two on, 2 outs. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Another 1-2. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Varsho on the move to the gap. And that is that. A's strand a couple. They trail things here 2-0. Welcome back. And Singy, it's been more of a grind out there compared to his last outing.
Indeed, Boog, and he's definitely not as dominant, but there's a lot of game left.
The 1-1. This one smoked on its way out of here. A solo shot. His first homer of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 3-0.
really sure how he kept that fair. When you're out in front of a breaking ball like that, it's such a good chance that it's going to hook foul, but not this time. He kept the hands moving forward just long enough to sneak it inside that foul pole.
Here's George Springer. Struck him out without a swing. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. So the call will stand. One challenge remaining for them now. One out, bases empty, and a run in here in the last half of the third. Strike two. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. That one almost got him.
Ball.
One run across in the frame so far here in the second game of the series. Strike three, and that's two in a row.
This guy will throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
So digging in, Jose Bautista. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. That's strike two.
There we go.
Swing. Now to look down to first. And he went around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. One hit in the inning, a solo homer. 3 innings complete. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the A's nothing. You're watching Blue Jays baseball on the show Canada. Back here at Rogers Center as we go to the top of the fourth. Brent Rooker now at the plate. Popped up. Clement takes it in for the out. And there's one away.
Up next for the A's, catcher Shea Langoliers.
The Athletics trailing by 3. Top half of inning number 4. Sliced hard but foul. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
Got him swinging. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
2 outs, base is empty. Tyler Soderstrom up next for the A's. Ball to strike. The pitch. Swings through that one for strike 2. And a 1-2. Got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. And the A's are gone in order. They trail it here 3-0. Back now in Toronto. Well, Singy, he came in fresh off an outstanding outing, but today hasn't been easy.
Yeah, he's been grinding it out so far, Boog, but still a ways to go in this one.
Check swing, and he went. Going to count 1 and 2. Now one missed. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just
Up
cruising
next for the
along.
Blue Jays.
And
Catcher,
here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Kirk.
In steps the man they call Captain Kirk. Swinging a ground ball, and that's just foul. That one missed. Slider misses outside. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
Ball.
Pitch misses.
That's a
ball
ball.
3.
Evidently not too impressed with that call, and it feels like he got squeezed on the outside corner, so he's making his case. You got to be careful to pick your spots in terms of showing your frustration with the umpire, and he felt this was his time.
2 down, nobody on. That's ball
Take it, mate.
4. Tried another fastball, but missed the
Up
spot.
next for the Blue Jays. Second baseman, Ernie
Here's the
Clement.
second baseman, Ernie Clement. Now a quick throw to first. Jimenez dives back in safely. There's a swing and a miss. The 1-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Jimenez off of first with 2 away. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Blue Jays held in check, but they lead it 3-0. We go to the top of the 5th. Leading off, Jacob Wilson.
Jacob Wilson.
And a 1-1. Up the middle. Oh, great grab on the dive. From his knees, the
he's
throw.
there.
But
Right.
he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single.
Wow, he did everything he could on that play with the throw from his knee, but the hustle down the line was enough to earn him the infield knock, and that's a great baseball play all the way around.
And it remains 2-2. Got him swinging. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Here's the third baseman, Carlos Cortez.
Third baseman, Carlos Cortez.
High fly ball, right field. Bautista gets under it. And that is that. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. This is Toronto Blue Jays baseball on the Show Canada. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Guerrero Jr.
Swinging a foul out of play. 1-2 now. See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Fouled off left side. And now it's 1-2. That's inside. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Well, just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game.
Look, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
And now 2-1. In the dirt, blocked. Action in the pen down there. Jacob Lopez, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Ferguson also getting ready. Gets under it and pops it up. Giambi has a beat on it. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Blue Jays, left fielder, Dalton Varsho.
Late swing, foul to the left. Swings through it for the K. And he's up to 12 strikeouts on the day. One left for Toronto, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. We're back with a look at key moments so far in this one. And now, Nick
Leading off for the
Kurtz.
Athletics, the designated hitter, Nick Kurtz.
On the ground, and it goes just foul. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Strikeout number 8.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good two-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
The next offering misses. Ball 3. Late on that fastball.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Got him swinging.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the 3rd one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
That one fouled hard the other way. 2 down, nobody on, and we're the top half of the 6th. Nice grab. Nicely done for the out. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. You're watching Blue Jays baseball on the show Canada. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Jose Bautista.
That one ripped, but foul.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does. And you're tied up.
Fastball, the letters frozen for strike 3.
It's almost like he's telling the guys in the bullpen, stand down. I got this.
Now the third baseman, Paul Molitor. Here's a 1-1.
Oh!
And there's a ball. This one in the air, center field. Butler under it. 2 away.
Up next for the Blue Jays, catcher Alejandro Kirk.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. That one ran inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And that one is downstairs, and it's 3-2.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Payoff pitch. struck him out swinging. And the whiffs just keep on coming. He's up to 14 now. Down in order go the Blue Jays. But they lead at 3-0. Back here at Rogers Center. And now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers. The 1-1. In the air, right field. And there's one down.
This lineup is having a tough time finding a good rhythm at the plate. Their swings are disjointed, which tells me they're having issues with pitch recognition.
One now. And a swing and a miss.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
Here we go. Checks his swing. Appeal down to third. And he held up. Two now. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Varsho on his way in. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 away now.
Up next for the A's, shortstop Jacob Wilson.
Next up for the A's, Jacob Wilson. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Tied him up on a fastball inside. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. This is Toronto Blue Jays baseball on the show Canada.
Now pitching for the
Tyler
A's,
Ferguson on a pitch out of the pen here.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The shortstop, Andrés Giménez.
In there. And so now 1-2. The Athletics have some bullpen action. Jacob Lopez preparing to come on if needed. And delivers outside. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Blue Jays, second baseman, Ernie.
Next to hit, Ernie Clement. The 2-1. And a foul ball. That one misses. Full count now. Out towards right center field. Butler settles under it. And he makes the catch. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Two down, nobody on.
Whoa!
And that one in the air center field. That is the inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. 8th inning coming up. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the A's nothing.
Now pitching for
New
the
pitcher
Blue
now
Jays.
for the Jays, Tyler
Number
Rogers.
71.
Getting ready to make his season debut.
Rogers.
Digging in,
Leading
Lawrence
off for
Butler.
Center
The
fielder,
A's in
Lawrence
striking
Butler.
distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at bat out of him right here.
And a big swing and a miss.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Left field. Varsho on the move. Makes the grab after a long run. One up, one down.
Excellent job, and I tell you what, times that I played left field, getting to play like that, you love the opportunity to make it.
Rogers, 35 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Jeff Hoffman, the closer, getting cranked up for a possible save opportunity. Garcia also throwing. Gets him to chase after that one.
Well, when those hitters count, sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
2-2 now to 22. Back foot slider struck him out.
Up next for the A's, third baseman, Carlos
And
Cortez.
here is Carlos Cortez. Check swing went around. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a ball lined out towards center, and that is that. Nothing across here this half. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the A's nothing. You're watching Blue Jays baseball on the Show Canada. Back now in Toronto, and now for the Jays, Sean
Center
Green.
fielder, Sean Green.
Here's a 1-1. Foul ball. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
Swings over the top of that one. And
No,
the ball
that's a
evens
ball.
the count. Got him. Larry Bullard rings him up.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Now pitching for the
Jacob
Athletics,
Lopez
number
into the game.
57.
Just trying to keep
Jacob
this one
Lopez.
close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Two down, base is
Up next
empty.
for the Blue
Dalton
Jays.
Varsho next up for the Blue
Left
Jays.
fielder, Dalton Varsho.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Towards first, Giambi. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the A's nothing. Here comes the closer here in the ninth, Jeff Hoffman. A chance at his first save of the year.
Leading off for the A's, the designated hitter, Nick Kurtz.
Ground ball right side. And foul ball. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
So we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Not close with that one. Ball 2. One down, base is empty here in the ninth. And that skips in the dirt. Right through there for a strike. And a payoff pitch. Sets him down looking. The A's down to their final out.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated, and then this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe trying to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
So they're down to their final out. Brent Rooker up next for the A's. 2 down, nobody on. They're down to their final strike. Two now. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Great pitchers duel in this one. You get to a certain point where each pitcher is trying to outdo the other, go a little bit deeper into the ball game, and for these pitchers, it really came down to a few key at-bats. This was a fun one to watch.
The shutout in this one, 3-0 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Giambi saying so long.